Hello everyone and welcome to Corey Loses, where today we are going to be starting our Mortal Empires playthrough in Warhammer 2 Total War. A few days ago I put up a video asking all of you which faction I should play as, and the Dwarves actually won that by quite a few votes, so we are going to play as Ungrim Iron Fist. None of the lords, none of the Dwarf lords seem to have a significant number of votes more than the other ones, so I decided I'm just going to go with Ungrim Iron Fist. I did play a little bit just to get used to it again, get used to the game. I'm not great still, but hey, I never will be. So, if there's anything you guys want to tell me in the comments, any tips you want to give, if you see me doing something completely wrong, feel free. I'm also not super familiar with a lot of the lore of Warhammer. So, if there's anything you want to... If I say anything wrong in that respect either, or you just want to add some details to what's going on in the game, definitely do that as well, because I find what I do know about it pretty interesting, and I like this kind of series with such a well-developed backstory and the history. Because I was in school, I was a history major, and I still want to go back and do a master's degree in history, so that kind of thing has always interested me. And so that's really why I like Star Wars. It's why I like Lord of the Rings, because it's got that kind of, well, more so than any individual story, the fact that it's so well developed, there's such depth to it all. Some better than others, but that's why I'm interested. So definitely add in whatever you want. I believe this guy's going to tell us stuff now. Yep.
Peak of Waaagh is secure, sire. The spineless greenskins shrink before your might and have run for their burrows. The bloody spears still infest the mountains to the east of Waaagh, setting up their hovels amidst sacred pillars. Before you can return to the Slayer Keep of Waaagh, the trespassers must be destroyed. Summon the throng and march against them. To the south, yet more vicious Urki and Groby lay ready to strike at your kin. Seek allies amongst your own folk, for there are many grudges to settle here.
Alright, I don't want to... I think he's done. Yeah, I don't want to...
The age of reckoning has begun, Slayer King. You are no stranger to oaths, Ungrim, so swear that the Kara's Angkor will be great again.
Okay, so I don't want to spoil anything that's coming up too much, but there is one specific mechanic in the game that's a little bit overpowered right now that can make it very hard to win. I won't say what it is, but I think anyone who's played probably knows what it is. There are some mods that address that specific problem. I don't have any of them enabled, but I just want to see how far we can get, and then we may end up losing to that thing. But it'll be fun either way, so... Let's see. The Dwarves maintain a record of grievances committed against them in their Book of Grudges. Losses suffered by Dwarven factions are recorded so that they may be later avenged. The Underway. Dwarves may make use of the Underway to travel beneath otherwise impassable terrain. Right, so... I'm not sure exactly how that works, but right now we are mostly concerned with beating this army over here. So we're going to do that first, but I want to take a little bit of time to look at our settlement here. I'm going to not tax the province because we're making quite a bit of money, and the tax is only 130 of that, so that's fine. We spent on upgrading the settlement's building chain. Okay, so we are going to... Hold on, what do we... I'm not super familiar with how this works. Resource, military recruitment... Miners. Can we not upgrade this? Yes, we already have that one. Let's get a great mine shaft. This will get us more income. The landmark, there's nothing we can really build right now. We need to be level 4 for that. And we're going to get 2 more slots. So I think we're best off getting the resource here. And we'll also upgrade to that next level on our settlement. We are going to turn off the taxes so that we get public order back up, because we are at 0 right now. We are now going to be +3. And one thing that I really should know is that I'm not sure if how the garrisons work exactly. Because it look, there's one thing I'm not gonna, hold on. Where are we? There we go. Garrison details. So I'm pretty sure these are all just garrisons that we can't have leave. And we're gonna take a look here. This is our tech tree, I believe. Or not tech tree. This is our building browser for this thing. And then we're gonna get up to level 2, which means we're gonna be able to recruit some other units. That'll be good. Recruit hero. We don't have any heroes we can recruit yet. There are some other lords we can get. I don't think we're gonna do that just yet either. I want to spend some more on other resources. We have the options of Dwinbar Finson, who's tough, armor +5, melee defense +3, and Drong Finson, who leadership +3, immune to psychology. So I kind of think I'd prefer Drong for that. I don't know how the dwarves are supposed to play necessarily, but I personally think that the buff to your armies is probably better than the individual buff to the hero from there, but I could be wrong. I don't know enough about it, but we can eventually grab some of the other lords that we could have played as. So this legendary lord will unlock after clearing 8 grudges, and this one after constructing the monument of Grimnar building. Alright, so we'll leave that for now. I will see if we can recruit another unit or two. That's going to take another turn. But will we be able to, after doing that...
This will not take me to my death. No, I need a beast to fell.
Okay, we need to defeat this army. Okay, so I need to get rid of this if I'm going to want to... anything. I'm going to set our research while we're doing this too. Oh, never mind. So this should be a fairly easy battle for us to win. We have roughly similar amounts of units, but our units are significantly better than theirs, it seems like. Because like I said, I did play a couple little battles just to get the hang of this. See sort of how the balancing works between some of the factions we're going to be fighting early on. And it seems like the orcs, as you might expect, are a bit more of a mass faction, whereas the dwarves are more quality over quantity. I don't know how much dwarven cavalry there is. I'm assuming there's probably some in the higher tech, but it's probably not something we're going to have a lot of. So we should be able to win this pretty easily. I'd like to destroy as many of their units as possible, just so they can't reinforce that settlement, because I'm assuming we're going to take the settlement next as well. So they do have that leader. I'm going to set up over here, and then we're going to walk forward because I doubt they're going to come up to us. We do have the advantage. So these guys are our melee infantry. Let's get over here, and let's get these guys lined up here. So I'm going to tell everything to walk so that we don't use the we don't make them use too much energy, but we will fast forward so that we don't have to wait too long. And I want them all to fire at will. Skirmish mode is good. Guard mode. Oh, there's an automatic button for melee front. That's good. But they're all going to get into position. I told them to anyways. They're about to be in range. We'll have to move up just a little bit. So let's go back to normal speed. Let's move you guys. Is there an advance button still? I feel like there used to be. Army panel. Like where you could just make them walk forward. I feel like that was a thing in Empire. Have we used any spells yet? No. They'd be down here. Alt. Yeah, it looks like you can't actually just advance a little bit. Let's get them up. And let's get sword infantry, orc boys, embiggens. I feel like the orc boys we could get we could hit with our archers and missile infantry more easily, do a bit more damage. The embiggens will probably have to deal with more traditionally.
For the grudge bearer, for the everlasting realm.
They're going to take however much damage they're going to take. Let's just speed this up until they start coming at us. Okay, there they go. Where's their leader? Grishnar's back here. Oh, Nashrak, not Grishnar. My bad. Alright, they're gonna run into us with these guys, the embiggens. And I think what we're gonna do is swap our archers over to theirs, because we have the advantage with our infantry here. I'm 97% sure. And I want to make sure they can't whittle us down that way. But I do want these battles to go pretty much the distance. I'm only on high graphics right now. I'm going to try going up to ultra if this goes well enough for the frames per second. I'm at 60 frames per second on high. But it's a very resource intensive game. So I don't want to overdo it at first. A lot of our infantry aren't really in the fight. It's the first line that's doing a lot of the work. But they're going to start clustering around Nashrak, so that's okay. Right, those archers did rout, but let's get ours to hit their orc archer boys instead of the goblins. What are we looking like? 360 out of 406. So we've lost 46. They've lost over 100 of theirs. See if we can cluster in a little bit more. We're still hitting Nashrak in the back there. Nashrak in the back, getting attacked. Our Slayers seem to not be that good. But I think they're supposed to be like the special infantry for this group. One of the advantages for this guy here, Ungrim Iron Fist, is I believe it's 50% lower upkeep for him for Slayer units and 25% lower recruitment cost for Slayers. I could have that backwards. Well, let's actually get those to finish there. Like I said, I want to do as much damage to these guys as possible. I could focus down their general and cause them to rout earlier, but I don't think that's the best option for us if we want to take out as many as we can in this battle.
Fire! Reload! Fire! Slayers! Cover your axes in Groby blood! Let the vengeance begin!
Alright, well...
Fight! Kasuk! Plow through! Longbeards! Move now!
See if we can get anything out of this. Oh, there we go. Wounded. So we lost almost 100. I'm not sure how many of theirs died or got away, but that's good. Alright, so one of the things I will note just for any upcoming battles is if the loading screen takes a bit too long here, because I've had that happen sometimes, I will probably just edit it out. This last little bit sometimes takes a while, but right there it was pretty much fine. We lost a couple, but we got that. So this is something I don't quite understand yet. The casualty replenishment rate, it looks like it's always better to execute as far as that bonus goes, because we lose the casualty replenishment rate there. We get a bit more money, but I don't know if that money is something that's really worth it that much to us. So I'm just going to execute, get the +4 leadership for for a little bit.
The Slayer throng moves.
Alright, so we got the grudge there, we got a little bit of money. Passive ability, Warrior Bane. So -6 weapon damage. Hold on. Oh, this is a passive ability that affects everything else. So yeah, -6% weapon damage to other stuff. That's good. Rank 2. We've got some research available.
Maintain one of
never
their
mind.
slum camps beneath the pillars of Grungni. A sin that cannot remain in the Damaskron any longer. The pillars must be returned to dwarven hands.
Can I recruit now?
Very well.
That'd be good.
This may work.
Okay, perfect, because we're going to wait a turn and then we're going to attack there. So we're going to get everything either way. Alright, so what are we going to get? Public order +1, probably not the best. -5% recruitment cost. -5% recruitment cost. What are these? Income from settlements is increased. I think I'm going to go with everything we have available to us right now is economic, except for the public order, not public relations. So let's go with gather the throngs, I think. And we'll research up to that, because I want to get to the higher experience. If I can keep units alive, that'll be much better for us. Kind of a risk, but
I grow restless.
I don't want to increase the campaign movement range. I'd rather definitely one of these. Well, the thing here is, do I think that Ungrim's going to be at risk of dying, or do we want to increase the leadership effects? So I think we're going to go with that for now, because I don't think he'll be at risk of dying early on, and I'm more concerned with getting a good start right now. After that, we'll see how the other dwarves do. Or I don't know if we're going to be fighting other dwarves. I'm hopefully not, but it looks like everything's good. Great book of grudges. Capture and occupy the settlement. That's all we've got right now. Well, I'm going to take a second just to look at our diplomacy screen.
Relations
what's
with
up with
foreign
this?
powers may be managed through diplomacy, my lord. Consider your situation carefully before accepting any agreement.
Dwarf realms, we have graybeards.
Onward. Ready.
Is this... So, hold on, are these different, is Thorgrim Grudgebearer the leader of our faction, and then
Aye.
these are all other dwarf clans that you can't play as,
What?
that are different from... Because that seems to be what's going on there. Greybeard's Prospectors, we have no real relationship with, but... They all like us. We are trading with Barak
Ready.
Var, who are right here. So we want a good relationship with them. I probably won't do anything too bad to them, or I don't want to force them into anything just yet. Who are these guys? Is that the Empire? No. Wait, maybe.
Yes.
Empire's up there.
The Empire.
Oh, those are the border princes. So I think that is part of the...
Yeah. Who calls?
Greetings, stranger.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean to talk to you. I'm probably missing something incredibly obvious here, but I don't know who this is. I'm sorry for everyone who is offended by this right now. Okay. That's all I wanted to know anyways. Is it only one turn to get one more of those guys too? Let's see what a miner will do for us. We do have some miners already. I don't want to go too heavy onto the units. I kind of think if we grab another lord, cost, upkeep. Well, we can really afford to do that. So which one do we want? Leadership +3, armor, melee defense. Let's go with strong.
Time for a reckoning.
And let's get him.
Grudges will be
There we go. I don't want to, again, I don't want to go too far down that, but we'll just do that. I think I didn't do too badly the first turn there. That's not a terrible first turn. War were declared. Scabby Eye and Barak Var. So where is Scabby Eye based? I'm assuming they're, because I know Barak Var is in here. Is Scabby Eye down here? Yeah. So Scabby Eye is all this territory. This is the Bloody Spears all around us. We have Zufbar. That's another one of the dwarf provinces on the other side of this mountain. Alright. Lord's not moved. That's the only thing really working.
The slayer in me seeks death. There will be blood.
Alright, let's encircle. They're going to attack. So, if we can wipe them out before the reinforcements get down. It depends on whether the reinforcements start on one side or the other from us.
Attack!
But I think we're in a decent position to get through there. We have some corners, we have the extra infantry there will really help. It kind of sucks how many of their things got away from that first battle, but I took out a lot of the archers, which were what scared me. So I'm thinking we are okay.
Thirsts for war.
If we have to, we can move up this second army as well. But we'll see if anything comes up, because we're still bordering near, what's his face, Scabby Mc... Ooh. They do have another army down here. Is this a settlement of some kind? No. So we might have to get a secondary army over here to deal with those guys down there. We'll see if they try to pass through our territory. I might add a second, or add another... Ooh. Uh-oh. That's too many stacks.
Greenskins, a barbarous race of savage killers. They think of nothing except violence. Keep your weapons close at hand in any dealings with them.
Large greenskin armies will enter a Waaagh if their level of fightiness rises high enough. A large Waaagh army will appear and follow its host while the Waaagh persists. Okay, are they Waahing? How do I see their fightiness? What tell me? Is there a chart for Waaagh? Do I have a time limit for this? It doesn't look like it. But I'm kind of... Can I bait them into individual fights?
Onward.
Are there any archers I can grab? No.
Time for a reckoning.
Let's grab another one of these guys. I think between both of these groups, we're in good shape.
Die in battle. Yes.
I'm fine with you just waiting there, to be honest.
Got then. To war.
Bring them forward a little bit, see if we can bait out another attack. I don't want them sending a lot of stuff down from the north into Pillars of Grungni. Grungni. Okay, if they send that back, I think we can actually deal with what's left. I don't know if they're in range to reinforce.
Be sure to make use of the underway when moving your folk around the mountains, sire. Much time can be saved when traveling below ground.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
Kind of sounds like John Cooper Clarke. Is this the underway here? These are all things I should really know. Alright, let's see what we can get. A mine shaft. Land barracks for quarrelers. Perfect. That's what we want. Military support. Do we want to leave this a bit emptier? No, we'll do that and then we'll leave that last one open.
What?
Okay, we'll get you
We march.
just in range there.
I am the Slayer King.
Because he should be in range to support us, right? Oh yeah, for sure. Perfect. Let's fight the battle so they don't bring in those other guys as reinforcements. Allies 540. So they do have a lot of allies coming in the back there from that other army. We have 301 coming in. So if this army can take out this army, then we can just get both of our main army and our support here to hit the Bloody Spears. The only thing is I'm not sure if the allied forces are going to be AI controlled. Let's see. Our allies are coming in from over here. Their allies come in... Where's the arrow? I'm pretty sure that's what that means, right? Where's the... I'd expect to see a red arrow for that, but...
Allied reinforcements are arriving in support, Commander. Link up with them and surround the enemy.
Are they retreating back to their reinforcements?
The clans unite! Victory will be ours!
Looks like they're going based on the map. No, that's all just grass, so it's not anything special. Looks like these are their reinforcements here. Yeah, they have some warg archers, or wolf archers. I don't know if they're allowed to say warg legally.
War of vengeance! Race far, race
Okay.
fast!
Looks like we're going to be fighting everything at once. Let's see if we can get them all of our dwarves in a row. All of our dwarfs, all of our dwarfs. I'm not up with the lingo. So we're not going to have a lot of ranged units. I don't know if that's going to be true throughout the whole campaign that our range units will be either less common or... What just happened? I'm not okay with that. Is that their leader? That little shaman dude? Yeah. I don't think we lost 40 there. I think that's including casualties from last time that we haven't recouped. One Grim. We'll see how the lords that aren't our main lord function in this. Alright, I'm gonna drop back down to that. I'm gonna set formation. Oh, other one. Do we loose or tight? Is that not a thing? Apparently not.
It is a reckoning.
Okay, we will be reckoning them right now. Seems like longer lines is going to be better for this. To not get shaman to death. We'll get you guys to hit that up. I'm gonna put the Slayers back here and then send them in when it seems like a good idea. I'm gonna get this guy to go over to this side. So we'll have a lord on every side.
Ready to serve. Strike out. Move now. Slayer King. Nothing can stop us.
So let's see what the shaman powers do on us here.
Lob through. 'Cause you can't, 'cause you can't. Ha! Attack the orcs.
Okay, that's good.
For the Kara-
Lordy McDwarfy over there.
To the Karazantor. My doom approaches.
Ooh, that's... I'm gonna keep an eye on that, just to be sure. You guys... hit those missile infantry first. We're taking most of the forces over here. So we'll have to keep an eye on some of the Lord's health. But Slayers should be ready to get in there. They've had some route already. See if we can hit that dude. And then we're going to turn around and just smash these guys. What are we at? 737 out of 800, or out of 780. So I think we were at like, what, 760 when we started? And they were at the full 900, I want to say. A few of these will rout. But once we get to the point where we can turn these guys around and collapse on them, we should be okay. Like, we should be able to stop it from getting away. Those sword infantry are going to come back. That's not acceptable. I don't like using this many guys to attack that one dude, but I want to make sure he doesn't get away. I'm not sure if there's really an advantage to killing them versus them getting away, but like if they just got automatically replaced, someone gets promoted. Because I don't think that's a very high ranked general or anything yet, but I was really thinking these guys would last longer. But they do have some guys coming in that have rallied. Let's make sure that doesn't last. What are we at? 720 out of 780, so we've lost. Even if we didn't have casualties from the last battle, we were at 60 lost, essentially. 63 lost. Most of these are from their leader. Let's make sure that guy doesn't get away. Let's see if we can get our... Let's get everything we can to attack that. Our lords are pretty much untouched. Don't have to worry about them. Let's get those guys while they're rallying. Did I just tell you? No, I didn't. I wasn't sure if I told them to disengage or something. Get you guys to go straight into their archers. We've lost a few more, but they've lost most. They've lost most of their units off the top. A lot of these aren't actually doing anything, they're just clustering around. So let's get... Make sure we're getting the most out of everyone. Probably have to turn you guys around. I mean, technically throwing like 95 people after their Necro dude. Their Great Goblin Shaman. Shaman. Isn't the best way to do it, but we got out of that pretty well. I don't know that we'll be able to chase down and take out that much more, but at least I want to get the Shaman, because he's in the middle of a dwarfen shuffle, we're going to call it. There we go. Enemy Lord is dead. That's all I wanted. So we'll have to do some... Oh, there we... Yeah, 86. They killed 86. So the Slayers are really good. Because they were lower numbers to begin with. Our Lords are no slouches either. How many did our archers... So we got 100 out of that. I was still looking at... Oh, all the information's still here. Never mind. We lost 58 people. Rank gain for him. And they all routed too. What do we want to do? Occupy, loot and occupy. Raise. Sack. Minus 10 and some 470. Occupy. You know what? Let's just occupy. Morgulum, our enemy belonging to Bloody Spears, has perished in the battle at the Pillar of the Grungni. Silver Road. As he should have. Right, armor gained for Drong Finson. Armor +2, melee defense +7, ward save 10%. Pretty good, I think. I have no idea if these numbers are actually good, but those are some high numbers. The best numbers. Treasury +1,000. Observed with disdain by Grungni and his kin, the Bloody Spears maintain an encampment at the pillars from which they raid the surrounding valleys. These vermin have long outstayed their welcome in these sacred mountains. March against them and drive them from these lands that are rightfully dwarven. Alright. So, we've, never mind.
Report of a greenskin migration heading northwards. Spies say they intend to meet up and swell the mobs of the dread orc warlord who travels towards the Badlands. Whatever they are up to, they must be stopped. Summon the throng.
Alright, so I think that's something we're going to leave for next episode, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode, our first little foray into Warhammer 2 Total War on the channel. I really enjoyed it. So in 2 days, we're going to be doing these episodes every other day, which means our next episode, I think, is today Tuesday? I think today is Tuesday. Yeah. So the next episode will be going up on Thursday and Saturday. There might be some times when I take an extra day off between the episodes just to make sure there's not too much going on, or even do 2 in a row. Some of them will also be done as streams, but thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.